We just got massive new leaks for Apple's October event, including 8 new products like brand new MacBook Pros that just had their Apple codenames leak yesterday. So let's jump right into everything you should expect. First up, we have the M5 iPad Pro. And for many months, leaks have pointed to fall 2025 as being the release. And just last month, we had OLED panels for this model that just went into mass production, which basically confirms that this iPad Pro will get updated this fall. And I know that because the M4 iPad Pro came in the spring of 2024, and Apple usually updates it every 1.5 years. We also just had a new leak from the Elec that mentioned that the iPad Pro could feature ultra slim bezels. However, we don't know if it's showing up this time or next time, but the cool thing is that the size of the iPad could potentially get smaller while the display size stays the same thanks to those ultra slim bezels. Now, other than the much faster M5 chip, we don't really know what other design details could change because honestly, it's super nice and thin, the design is great, the Thunderbolt port is awesome, everything about it is really, really good. But one thing that's a little bit off is the Apple logo, which is still in vertical mode, which recently in an Apple interview, they mentioned that they could potentially rotate it to match in landscape mode since more people are using it with keyboards. Now, jumping into the second major product, we have the new M5 MacBooks, which includes the M5 model, the M4 Pros, and the M4 Maxes. And we just got a massive exclusive leak from Apple Insider revealing 15 different Mac product identifier codes for the M5 and M6 series of Macs, which of course includes the base M5 14-inch MacBook Pro and 2 model codes for each display size for the M5 Pro and M5 Max chip models. Now, we're not expecting any major design differences, but the main thing here will be the M5 chip because we just got macOS Tahoe revealed and someone found within the code that it points to the A19 and M5 chips coming with brand new AV1 hardware encoding support for the first time ever, which is a big deal because YouTube actually uses AV1, so you can now hard encode your video files to perfectly match what YouTube uses. Now, the biggest deal for the M5 series of chips is that the M5 Pro and M5 Max will start using a brand new 2.5D packaging technology from TSMC, which will, for the first time ever, separate the CPU and the GPU die designs. Because right now, in order to get the best possible GPU upgrade on the MacBook Pro, you have to also upgrade the CPU to the best at the same time, which is a little annoying and very expensive. But there's a chance that the M5 Pro and Max will allow you to keep the base CPU but have the best GPU without having to upgrade them at the same time since they are now separated. Now, for major Apple product number 3, this one is perhaps the most anticipated update in years, being delayed multiple times, but now finally ready with potentially a huge surprise chip, and that is the Mac Pro. But first, Prime Day is coming up and summer is in full swing. And our sponsor Jackery is having a huge sale on their solar generators that are so good that you'll never have to buy another battery bank again. This is the Jackery 1000 V2, which is a beast that powers devices up to 1500 watts at the same time, like a fridge, home networks, or any other appliance that you need in an emergency power outage situation, making it by far the most cost-effective product that's essential for home backup. It has 3 USB ports, including 1 USB-A and 2 USB-C ports with 30 and 100 watt outputs, which is perfect for fast charging smartphones and even laptops. But my favorite part is the 3 power outlets for plugging in anything you want, and even a car socket for unique accessories. You can charge it up in as little as 1 hour with an AC power outlet, or for untethered power, you can plug in Jackery's 100 or 200 watt solar panels, giving you unlimited power from the sun, which is absolutely perfect for camping out in the wild, giving you free electricity wherever you go. They also have the Explorer 300 that's perfect for camping with 300 watts of power in a super compact and portable design. And yes, it also supports Jackery's solar panels, which are all cross-compatible. So go ahead and jump on this limited time Prime Day deal for a huge discount this summer with all of Jackery's products. And I'll have all the links in the video description and pinned comment below. Now, getting back to the Mac Pro, everyone's expecting the M3 Ultra chip, seeing as that's what we just got in the Mac Studio a couple of months back. But I honestly think that it would be a mistake for Apple to do this, seeing as they're going to be showing off the M5 Pro and Max chips at the same October event. So I believe that Apple will be giving the Mac Pro the M4 Ultra chip as a surprise, completely redesigned from the ground up and no longer using Ultra Fusion technology to put two Max chips together, since Apple did say in an interview that they will not be using Ultra Fusion with the M4 Max chip, which might be a sneaky way to surprise us with a new monolithic single die. And they can also now use that new 2.5D chip tech to make the customizations for the CPU and GPU layouts instead of relying on Ultra Fusion, which could mean really great performance. I mean, this could be the world's fastest CPU, which I'm confident in, and probably maybe even the fastest GPU ever, at the same time beating out the NVIDIA RTX 5090. And also, they'll probably have some new tricks and surprises up their sleeve for this Mac Pro, like maybe a brand new space black model. Now, moving on to number 4, we're expected to get a brand new display to launch alongside this Mac Pro. And for multiple years, from Ross Young, we've had leaks of Apple working on new displays, with leaks of both a new 27-inch Studio Display 2 and Pro Display XDR2, but right now it seems more likely that we're getting this new 27-inch model. Now, this one's gonna upgrade from an LCD panel to mini LED, just like we have on some other models like the MacBook Pro, with new technology that can go up to 1600 nits of brightness with local dimming zones that will greatly improve the contrast and colors. Also, we might be expecting some camera improvements for this, maybe speaker improvements or something else, but the biggest deal I'm waiting for is 120 Hz ProMotion technology built into this 27-inch display, which is quite expensive, and it's gonna make it look incredible, just like the MacBook Pros can do, which will allow high refresh rate gaming. Now for number 5, we're expecting the brand new Apple Home Pad device. Now, this one we thought would come at WWDC, but it never showed up, even though there were leaks of a brand new Home OS right before the event, but nothing ever happened. Now, this will likely look like a large iPad device that likely gets mounted onto your wall, or maybe has a couple of stand options like for your countertop, desk, whatever. Now, this is meant to be the center point of your smart home with a brand new easy to use UI that's similar to watchOS to switch all of your home smart stuff on. Now, I'm extremely excited for this right now because I'm in the process of building my smart home, and I'm planning to have a lot of HomeKit and Matter devices that will be perfect to control with the HomePad. So subscribe if you want to see more on that. Now for number 6, we have the M5 Vision Pro. Finally, we're getting an update with that M5 chip, which is really a massive deal because the current Vision Pro comes with the M2 chip, which was already quite outdated when it launched, seeing as it came a few months after the M3 chip was launched. And keep in mind that the M2 chip was using 5nm chip tech, and the M5 will be on the 3rd and most fine-tuned generation of 3nm. So it's a lot more powerful and a lot more efficient. Now, in terms of the Vision Pro's design itself, it'll likely have the same display tech, as that wasn't really a problem. I think they will come out with some new controllers since the current ones people aren't happy with, maybe new ones that are more better for gaming and stuff like that. And also, battery life was an issue, which I hope the M5 chip should be able to help solve. And hopefully Apple has some new features and other software updates to make the experience even better. Now, moving on to number 7, we have the Apple TV 4K. Mark Gurman said that it would launch towards the end of 2025, which would be perfect for an October event. Now, this is gonna pack a bunch of new upgrades like Apple's own homemade Wi-Fi modem, which should be a lot more efficient, a lot faster, potentially coming with better integrated features that only Apple can do since they're controlling everything at the same time. And tvOS 26 also hinted that it could come with a built-in camera, which sounds a bit interesting, as well as some Apple Intelligence features coming to it, which means it'll have at least the A17 Pro chip with 8 gigs of RAM or better. So this is gonna help with general speed, performance, reliability, gaming, and everything else. And finally, we have number 8, which is the HomePod Mini 2. Now, this one isn't expected to change too much. I know we'll likely get some new colors, but we're expecting that new upgraded Wi-Fi chip and better Bluetooth everything, and a brand new U2 location tracking chip, which should improve the reliability of using some of those features where you kind of have Apple Music open and bring it to the HomePod and have it switch over. So that will work better. And we're also expecting better quality with new speaker drivers and everything else, but not much changes in terms of design, but it's still gonna be a great time to buy. So with that said, those are 8 new major Apple products to expect at the Apple October event. And let me know in the comment section below which one you're most excited about, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Definitely check out one of those 2 right there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.